I don't know if we'll have enough time. Then Andrew, we'll have to cut you short. The Inglis Easter Yearling Stakes is race number 7. And we've got 4 newcomers here for this particular event. Divine Power, Irish Lightning, MORDI and Zibia. And no gear that we've been told of going on these horses. So everyone's happy the way they've schooled up. But a nice race here. And Big De Niro, he's over on the inside of Bejado.
Yeah, and he's had a little bit more time to settle into Singapore now, so he may run an improved race. He came to Singapore just with a rush preparation for his first start, so I like the fact that he's been at a little bit more time here, and he has worked well since, so look for him to run a better race here. I think you want to have a look at these 2 horses. It's MORDI on the inside and Dash for Win who's on the outside. They both work strongly together. And I think there's probably not much between them heading into this race. So that MORDI's trialled quite well. Even the grey horse on the outside, as you see, they're pretty much head and head there. So they're 2 horses to give a good chance here for the top 4. Zabir, looking at him on the track, he gets a little bit of a test up here, and he still looks like he's got a bit to learn. He'll probably need a few runs under his belt, but there's a look at his track work. He's a 2-year-old colt by De Gea. And looking a little bit newer on the train track, so maybe at a time. The horse with the race experience is Beyonce. She's had the 2 starts so far. She's drawn the rails again. She wanted to drift off the running rail when they came around the home straight last time. She's worked well here with Stephen, so I thought she's going quite okay on the training track. And it's shaping up as a good race.
Yeah, it should be a very good race. We've got 4 new horses, and I think in particular 2 of them have trialled up very nicely. Now let's go back and have a look at Dash for Win. This was the first of the 2-year-old races. This guy had to be ridden in the early stages, but stayed on okay. And Beyonce's got plenty of speed and a bit of experience on these others as well.
Yeah, I thought Beyonce might produce a similar sort of run, and I put her in for 3rd or 4th. The other one, as you can see, Dash for Win, doesn't look as though it's going to get past Beyonce, but seemingly picks up at the end of the race there and gets to the post well, so it might be a positive. Just an extra 100 metres might be a bit of a positive for him.
Okay, this is Beyonce running 3rd. Now Big De Niro need to improve a little bit, Andrew. He tired, obviously it was his first run and not too many trials going into it.
Yeah, well, like I said, he had a rush preparation, so no surprise to see him drop out of it, but he may be improved with more time now in Singapore. But yeah, there she's Beyonce. She has battled on well here. She's been beaten fair and square. Don't know how much more she can improve, just maybe natural race experience, so she's going to run well, but I just had her down as a place chance.
Of the triallers, I think Irish Lightning and also MORDI have been the most impressive, and Irish Lightning's 2 from 2 at the barrier trial, so you can't get too much more impressive than that. Divine Power back here along with Zabia. Divine Power only the 1 trial, Zabir only the 1 trial, so I think we go for the horse out in front here, Irish Lightning.
Makes sense, wouldn't it? And he's been able to win this trial and doing it pretty well within himself, and I thought his trial on Tuesday was even better.
Yeah, he ran 61.8, but he's doing this on his ear. He looks well schooled, he looks ready to go. He's by Rock of Gibraltar, he's going to get more ground in time, but I think he'll be winning this.
Yes, I think it can get the money here, Irish Lightning, but I wouldn't be surprised if this MORDI's not a pretty good horse. His first up trial win was very good, was able to score. Didn't really begin all that well, but showed good acceleration. And I thought its second trial, it pulled its head off in the early stages. I reckon they were just trying to teach it to race back in the field a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if this horse comes out and just goes bang.
Under a pretty tight rein, leads out by 2 lengths.
Bang, yeah.
And runs a big race.
Yeah. And the thing I want to point out, he's by the same sire as a horse that used to perform well on the polytrack, Dictator.
Oh, okay.
He's a good little short course horse, and owned by Donald Lansdowne stable, and obviously they would have picked this horse because they used to race Dictator, and he's a pretty handy little horse, so he might be worth
see that
watching.
quite often, but they're very impressive their first trials, and their second trials you initially look at it and say, oh, not as impressive, but they know what they've got and they sort of don't push the button too early.
And bring them back and just educate them a bit, which I think is good.
Yep. I agree.
When I say bang, like, you're not going to come out and bang because Beyonce's in it and a few other speedsters, but I think he's going to be the real deal, certainly in relationship to this field. But I think Irish Lightning on trials has done the best.
Yep, I think we'll all agree here with Irish Lightning.
Yes, I'm not going to argue with you.
Being well prepared and So everything's being tested along, Irish Lightning.
Yeah, I've gone with the numbers here of 4, 6, 2 and 8. So MORDI to run second, Dash for win for third, and I think Beyonce can run into a spot as well.
We must have been looking at each other's tips, Craig. I've gone with 4, 6, 2 and 8 as well. Matt, the same.
I'm copying 4, 2, 6, 8.
Kind of the same.
Beyonce for Mark Tarn, Shimindale News for Dash Win, and MORDI for the Animal Power.
That's a nice